Welcome back to Seacliff Country Club here in Huntington Beach. It is our first quarterfinal matchup of the 2019 Wells Fargo Advisors Endless Summer Invitational. And Jeff, it pits Brian Kelly against Ryan Riesbeck.
Yeah, Mark, this is going to be a good matchup. Brian Kelly, obviously a little bit newer on the scene in the sport of long drive, but Riesbeck's got that experience and power, so let's see how this thing folds out.
There you see the nickname Blue, and he wears the shirt to match. First one, looks like he got that one pretty good out the gates. Is it going to stay in the grid?
Oh, yeah, that thing's definitely in the grid. It's going up the right side. It's going to stay in there. Oh, my gosh, that's what a statement right off the bat.
Nearly getting to that 420-yard marker. It's going to be just short of that. We'll get the official number in a moment, but here's Riesbeck with his first, and he couldn't match that first swing of Brian Kelly's.
Yeah, you know what? In this sport, when you throw up a number like 419 to start, it's going to be very tough for Riesbeck to catch that. That's my opinion.
You would have to think now, Kelly, since he got his first one in, confidence is brimming. I think that one's going to drift out to the out of bounds as well.
Yeah, Riesbeck now knows he has to swing. He can't feather one in there. He's got to step on this thing like he's stepping on a gas pedal of a Honda.
Hey, we set the table in the opening segment, so now it's time to let the big dog eat. He does it there, Riesbeck, but I don't think that one's going to stay in either. Again, out of bounds, just left of the grid. Is he going to get the roll? No.
You know, they widen that grid up there on the left-hand side, and as you can see, still miss it just by a little bit here. He needs to be nice and loose on this swing.
Kelly let that one fly, but he knew it right away, drifting out right and out of bounds. So his 419 is still the mark to beat here in our first quarterfinal.
Yeah, look, Riesbeck needs to loosen up here. He needs to pretend like he's just sipping some Neff vodka. Oh!
He might have been sipping a little too much because, again, he hooked that one left halfway through for both of these golfers. So now they will switch sides per our rules here, Jeff.
Yeah, and they do that for you viewers at home so that they have the equal chance to hit from both sides of the tee box, making it fair.
Did you ever have a preference? Which side?
You know, it depends on the conditions, right? If you're on the right-hand side of the tee box, usually like you see Brian doing, teeing it up right close to the tee marker, so he's hopefully not going to hit it to the right.
Kelly hit 419 with his first shot and has yet to find the grid since. That theme will continue as this one drifts out of bounds off to the right side of the grid. So Riesbeck still needing his first ball in the grid.
Yeah, and you know, Ryan isn't the most accurate competitor on the tour. He does come with a ton of power, so he's putting himself in a tough spot here, Mark.
That one again will fade out to the right. So we've gone through 4 of the 6 shots in our first quarterfinal here, and it's only Brian Kelly with his first ball at 419 in the grid thus far.
You know, I keep looking at that sponsor, Bread and Butter Wines. You can find it at Ralph's, and I think Kelly thinks his tournament's buttered up right now.
Yeah, that was all bread and butter right down the middle there. It's not going to match his first big ball of the quarterfinal, but he nearly gets to that 400 mark, and a little insurance there for Brian Kelly. And now how does the pressure mount on Ryan Riesbeck?
Well, he's got 2 balls left, so let's see what he does on this ball.
Tell you what, each time I see that shot, I think about our brave KDOC cameraman there on the right-hand side, standing out of the front of the tee box. That one out to the left, didn't quite cut back into the grid enough, so 1 ball left for Riesbeck, and right now it's just open up the throttle here for Brian Kelly.
Oh, yeah, Kelly's going to let it all hang out. Usually that happens. A little skip means it doesn't like it.
He did find 2 balls into the grid, and his long one, his very first shot of 419. So it's all or nothing here for Ryan Riesbeck. Can he beat that 419 mark set by Brian Kelly here in quarterfinal number 1?
All right, he's watching it. He's watching, which means there's a chance. Let's see where this thing lands.
Can the wind push it back in?
Oh, it did stay in. Look at this.
It stays in, and it's just past that 370 mark, which would be great for your average Sunday round with your buddies, but that's not going to cut it out here. It is 419 for Brian Kelly as he is your winner of quarterfinal number 1. We go downstairs, and Jeff with our 2 competitors.
All right, Ryan, that was quite a competition. Way to step up on that last ball. That was hit pretty hard.
Yeah, my swing felt good. I just didn't hit a good ball flight. You know, all credit to Brian. He's been working really hard the last few years. He's a great competitor, very dangerous, and as you can see here, he knows how to flight the ball. So congratulations, Brian.
Well, you've been just a rock solid competitor in this sport for a long time now, and you're just continuing to get better. Thanks for being out here.
You bet, I appreciate it. Thank you, especially to all the sponsors and the fans. Thank you.
All right, Brian, 419. That's one of the longer balls ever hit in the Endless Summer Invitational.
I kind of blacked out. I don't even know what happened.
You blacked out? Like, too much Neff vodka?
I haven't had any yet, but we're going to have some tonight.
If we can get that win, and maybe you'll get some, huh?
A few, yeah.
Congratulations again in the next round. Your first semifinalist, Brian Kelly.
And you wonder who will be the next name added into the grid as we take a look at the final numbers from our first quarterfinal. Brian Kelly with that 419 mark on his first swing. Kyle Berkshire, Mitch McDowell, they are up for quarterfinal number 2. Kelly's got to be feeling happy. He got all of it there, and he's moving on to the semis.